Dr. Burkenstock, owner of Skin Body Health. We also serve in person Florida and Alabama, where we are licensed as well. Sunscreen, as we all know, we should wear sunscreen. However, did you know that the majority of sunscreens out there are cancer-causing or endocrine disruptors? Well, what's an endocrine disruptor? An endocrine disruptor can cause diabetes, infertility, birth defects in pregnant women, and other horrible things. So we assume the FDA is regulating these companies and watching what they are putting in items that we eat and items that we put on ourselves. Well, in some cases that's true, but not all cases. So before I go any further, let me tell you a little bit about the dangers and hazards of sunscreen, what are some good sunscreens, and what are sunscreens you should absolutely avoid. If you're not in Louisiana, Florida, and Alabama, where we do have locations that we either go to and visit and do live shows, or in New Orleans and Mandeville, Louisiana, where we actually have physical building locations, we offer telemedicine and telehealth consultations so that we can help you on your anti-aging and vitality journey. Our YouTube channel is Dr. Burkenstock Skin Body Health. That's Dr. Burkenstock Skin Body Health, and our website is skinbodyhealth.com. Please like and share our videos so that we can give this information to all the people that you know, so that we can serve people not only in our communities but outside of our communities as well. We do this as a complimentary service because it's just a passion and pride of mine to not only keeping myself educated, but to helping my clients, family, and communities keep themselves happy and healthy too. We speak on things from anti-aging to Botox, menopause, low testosterone, erectile dysfunction, hormones, anti-aging vitamins, anything that I can think of that's going to improve your life and help you with that, live your best gorgeous life, I'm going to bring to the air for you. So we presented this on WWL-TV on Monday, and we had so many questions come in. I want to expand upon the topic now so that I get all those questions answered. First question I was asked about was SPF. So yes, you've heard a lot about SPF. SPF is on most of your bottles. This one says SPF 30, for example. And this one says SPF 50, and this particular banana boat says SPF 100. Well, at first glance, you might think this has got to be the better of all of them because it's SPF 100. Let me tell you why that's a myth and why thinking that can actually hurt you. So SPF is representative for sun protection factor. And it can be confusing because the higher the SPF does not necessarily mean more protection. As a matter of fact, it means more chemicals and more reasons for you to get not only skin cancer, breast cancer, colon cancer, endocrine disruption, infertility, and birth defects. So, let me give you a heed and a word of caution there. The SPF measures for UVB. There's UVA and UVB. The sun gives out two harmful types of radiation, UVA and UVB. The UVB is what burns you. So the SPF is rated according to the sun protection factor on skin that has sunscreen on it versus the sun damage or the burn or the redness that you see without sunscreen. So they penetrate the skin more deeply, and even though they don't cause redness, they're causing photo damage or aging, and they're also causing skin cancer and other cancers. All that to say, the SPF is a measurement difference between the amount of sunlight that causes redness, UVB, B for burn, and the amount that causes redness in unprotected skin or skin without sunscreen. SPF of 29 blocks 93% of the bad UVB rays. 93%, pretty good. SPF 30, that would be an SPF protection factor of 30, blocks 97% UVB rays. Again, the UVB rays are the ones that cause the burn. UVA causes photo damage, aging, lines, wrinkles, cancer. There's chemical sunscreens and there are physical sunscreens. And try not to confuse, so let's keep it as simple as we can. Chemical sunscreens are the bad guys. I can name them off. There are lots of big words. So there's avobenzone, there's octinoxate, there's octreolene, there's oxybenzone, benzene, homosalate, octinoxate, and a lot of other words. If there are big words that are hard to pronounce, I can promise you, most times in life, it's something that's not good for you. All of the above that I listed cause either endocrine abnormalities, skin cancer, colon cancer, breast cancer, endocrine disruption, infertility, or birth defects. Therefore, you don't want any of that on your body. So what would be the alternative? And all of those chemical names that I called out, they can block you SPF 50, SPF 70, SPF 100. But you don't want them, because just because you didn't show any redness didn't mean you didn't get any damage. UVA, UVB. So if I block the redness, great. But if then the cream or lotion gets into my skin, and 97% of Americans show that there is the oxybenzone. Oxybenzone is found in the blood of 97% of Americans that were tested in a particular study. Meaning that you didn't use it today, you didn't use it yesterday, you used it a long time ago, but that oxybenzone is still found in your blood. So it's toxic, and it's toxic that accumulates in the bloodstream. We're not saying it's there forever, but it can stay there for a very long period of time. We don't want it, we don't need it. The opposing would be physical sunscreen. So chemical sunscreens, bad. We'll review that again in a minute. Mineral sunscreens or physical sunscreens, better known or proper term, sunblock. They absolutely block the rays and they're not even absorbed at all. The great thing about your mineral sunscreens, it's very simple words you learned in high school. Titanium off the periodic elemental chart in chemistry class or science class, and zinc. Zinc is a mineral that our body needs. Titanium, not so bad either. So titanium and zinc block 97% of UVB burn rays, and they block UVA rays. They are broad spectrum. So the things that are good and from our earth, the almighty earth that God gave us, that are natural to man, are the ones that help us the most. You don't need something stronger than a 30. SPF 30 blocks 97% of the sun's UVB rays, and that's quite enough, okay? Do remember after a couple of hours to reapply your sunscreen, because that's what we know is about the length that it can last with water, sun, sweat, and so on. So, titanium dioxide and zinc oxide is going to help you live that gorgeous life with beautiful skin that's not going to age, and you're not going to absorb the cancer rays. So let me go back. Why do we make such a big deal about this? Because 95% of the sunscreens that are available are made with these horrible chemicals that cause problems. Well, how do I know it's so bad? Lots of reasons. First, there are studies. Second, did you know that the scientists that study marine life in both Hawaii and the Florida Keys since 2021, octocrylene, 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 and octinoxate, octinoxate, octinoxate. Both of those ingredients found in these sunscreens are banned in Hawaii and the Florida Keys because they destroy marine life, kill marine life, and they are causing DNA changes in the coral. So if these chemicals can denature and cause genetic mutations and problems and kill marine life, is it something that you want on you or your child? Absolutely not. So, avobenzone. It's used to be known as an organic, oh that magic word organic, broad spectrum sunscreen. But we know that avobenzone can have allergic reactions, can cause hormone dysregulating effects, and infertility. You don't want that on you or your children. And it's shown it can also cause a lot of allergic reactions like rashes, sneezing, conjunctivitis, etc. Then there's octinoxate. Octinoxate, again, since 2021 has been banned in the Florida Keys and Hawaii because of the hazardous and harmful effects it's having on marine life. Octocrylene, banned for marine life, and it's been found to cause cancer. It leashes free radicals when it is exposed to free UV light, which then spurs free radicals cause cancer. So pretty simple. Don't use it, not good for you. Then we've got the retinol palmitate. A lot of people excuse this one as a good one because it's got vitamin A in it. However, don't let that vitamin A fool you. Vitamin A is great for us, but in terms of retinol palmitate, it absolutely not, because when you mix it with other chemicals, it can actually speed up the development of skin tumors. And if it's going to speed up skin tumors, you know it's causing cancer on so many levels. The homosalate, endocrine disruption all day long. And one that I think is very, very important to bring up is oxybenzone. The oxybenzone is recommended by the American Academy of Pediatrics as an ingredient you want to not use because it's causing problems in children. So avoid using sunscreen with oxybenzone at all possible. It's found in the blood of 97% of Americans. It absorbs very quickly. The Journal of Reproductive Technologies shows that pregnant women using sunscreen that have oxybenzone in it, their babies are having birth defects with a known birth defect, Hirschsprung's disease, and probably other birth defects as well. We're going to go over some sunscreens in a minute, but let me show you something very natural that you can do for yourself. So, lots of us see these little sort of golfing visors, and then there's some that are larger and more, some people say not cosmetically smooth. But let's look at this. When we put this visor on and we go out and we exercise, if I could get into a zone where you could see my shadow, what you will find is that these normal sized visors only cover to about the nose. So here, the bottom, from the upper lip down through the chin, the side areas of the face, and all of the neck and décolleté are still getting sun damage. So yeah, you can actually see the little bit of a shadow here. You are getting some sun protection, but you're not protecting the whole face. So then you can get one with a bigger beak, and I've got some with even more exaggerated beaks that I just don't have for show and tell today. But anyway, this beak on this visor, as you can see, is much larger than the normal visor that you would grab for playing golf or tennis. So with this exaggerated visor, you're getting much more protection. You're still going to get some sun exposure, lower face and neck, depending on the angle of the sun and how you're walking, jogging, or bike riding. So there you can buy actually a face mask with eyes cut out. It's a sports face mask, so it's got very nice breathable material, and those are fine. If you don't have that handy and you want just a quick makeshift, of course you put on your sunscreen first. Then you're going to get a scarf and just tuck it under the sides of your visor, pull it up around your mouth, and then from any angle that you're walking or jogging, the sun can't get to your face, mouth, neck, and if you drape it around, nor your décolleté. May look not cosmetically perfect, but is certainly going to protect you from the damage of the sun. And that's really what it's all about. Go get yourself. You can get these online anywhere. We also have them here if you'd like to purchase them. But the important thing is protect your skin. You can get a simple little scarf for a couple of bucks. Get an extended beak on your visor. Put the two together and really protect your face after you've applied a good sunscreen. So what's a good sunscreen? And let's get into the hows and the whys. So again, don't forget about us, Dr. Burkenstock Skin Body Health. Please like and share so that your friends and family can enjoy our videos as well. All right, not picking on Banana Boat or Neutrogena or any of the other brands, but just let me give you a taste what's out there. Remember, 95% of the products on the shelves in your pharmacies, drugstores, or beach shops have these exact products there, or ones very similar that are still very harmful. Okay, we've got Banana Boat Sport Ultra 30. It's got avobenzone, birth defects, homosalate, octisalate, octreoline, cancer-causing, destroys marine life. Banana Boat Kids Sport 50. Well, that makes me feel like it's good for my child. Avobenzone, nope, cancer. Homosalate, octisalate, octreoline, destroys marine life, causes cancer. We don't want that. And remember, we said the oxybenzone, which is not in this product, but it was in the other. Oxybenzone absolutely causes cancer in neonates in the womb. Banana Boat Ultra Sport 100. 100 makes me feel like I'm protected all day. Doesn't matter the number, you're not truly fully protected more than 2 hours. And the 100, the only way they were able to get up to 100, remember, you only need SPF 30, which your natural minerals, zinc and titanium, will provide for you and is good for you. Won't cause cancer, okay? This one's got avobenzone, homosalate, octisalate, octreoline, and oxybenzone. Oxybenzone, cancer, birth defects. Same thing in Neutrogena Beach Defense 30, says broad spectrum. It makes me feel good about it. Broad spectrum is UVA and UVB, but it's broad spectrum from chemicals that will harm you. Proven harmful. And no, the FDA is not regulating for this. Here's a very expensive one, and these are no harm, no foul to the manufacturers. It's just that perhaps the science hasn't caught up to the manufacturer, and these are just products that aren't good for you or your family. This is Kiehl's Better Sunscreen, UV Sunscreen, Broad Spectrum SPF with Collagen Peptide. Kind of an interesting title. Makes me feel like, oh, collagen peptide. Corrects fine line and wrinkles. Well, you would think that that would be good, but no. It's got 5 of the deadlies in there, so we don't want it. Let's review some of the 5% of the good ones. So, these aren't exactly chemically beautiful, but to use on your body, they're fine. Some of the more expensive ones have tint, or they've got nanoparticles, which means tinier particles of zinc and titanium, so they don't leave white. So this is Bare Republic 30, zinc oxide, great. When you spray it on, not so bad. Clear with a little white, rub it in, doing pretty good. We've got Blue Lizard 50, which is titanium and zinc. And this is nice. It will definitely do the job and not cause cancer. Our only problem is it's a little bit white. If this is what was on my table, I would much use that all day long because of the fact that it's safe and you can rub it in and get rid of a lot of that white look. Okay? The Copper Tone Pure and Simple Baby, 100% mineral sunscreen. Bing, 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 lights go off. Mineral, good for me. Turn it around. Active ingredient, zinc. I'm a happy camper. I can feel good about putting this on my baby. We can see it's white. Rubs in pretty nicely. Doesn't leave a harsh, thick white film like the old zinc did, say maybe one generation ago. Our parents' zinc and titanium, the surfers used to put it on their nose and then have a big white clown nose. Because of course surfers would get a tremendous amount of sun damage on the nose. Last but not least, and there are other products like ours, but this is Dr. Burkenstock Skin Body Health. This is our pure mineral sunscreen with zinc and titanium. It's a broad spectrum SPF 30. It's got, again, zinc and titanium, your two best friends, and it's got a little bit of tint. So, as you can see, it's beige, and it's a very, very light tinted beige. so that when you rub it in, there's absolutely no sense of white, and it can go with any of the different skin tones and not show up as white. Only minerals and pure. The sunscreen is something that's so important to our life. We want to say, buy one, get one, give one. So it's a 3-in-1. Buy one, get one free, get another one for your friend so that you can help dispel cancer in our community. This is a product that runs normally for $46. It's buy one, get one free, get your third one for $36 to give away to a friend to help spread the good news of how do we protect ourselves in a cosmetically efficient fashion, and knowing that we're doing something that's good for our skin, good for our children, and not going to cause any harmful radiation or increase infertility or anything of that nature. Bottom line, protect your gorgeous skin with titanium and or zinc oxide. I'm Dr. Burkenstock, Skin, Body, Health. As always, it's a pleasure to speak to you. I wish you a beautiful summer, and we'll talk to you soon.